What is up, people, and welcome back to another episode now of the My Player Career Mode. Today, guys, we've got some very interesting games for you guys to feast your eyes upon. You can see we're actually taking on PSG in the Champions League with a game against Swansea and Spurs in between that. So, either side of that is what I meant to say there. Potentially, by the end of today's episode, we could know whether or not we're through in the Champions League and whether or not we're playing, in the knockout phase of the next round. So, we'll take a look at that table before we move into today's episode. That, of course, is a Premier League table, sat in second currently, unbeaten still, very much the same as Arsenal, except they've got one more win. And we've got a draw, unfortunately, in the place of their win. But you can see, guys, this is how the group is currently shaping up in terms of where we currently are. Let me find it quickly. There it is. So, if we beat PSG now and Valencia lose their game, that will put us on 9 points. And unless something goes drastically wrong in the last game, potentially we could get ourselves through. Or, if we're not picked for a few of the games in today's episode, we could be playing 2 Champions League games. So, we could potentially know whether or not we're through in this one. Actually, I don't think we can, because if Valencia do in fact lose and then they beat PSG and we lose to Salzburg, I think they'll go through on the head-to-head records. So, yeah, I don't know, but you can see that's how it looks anyways, and we would be going out due to the head-to-head record with Valencia currently if it stayed as it is, even though our goal difference is the best in the division currently. If we can beat PSG, though, here, we'll have done the double over them as well. So we need to make sure we're winning this game here, and then I think we'll basically be sound for it. So you can see, guys, game against Swansea coming up first, though. We'll take them on, and then we'll have the Wednesday game against PSG still to come. I'm not wasting any more time. Let's get into today's episode. I'm actually choosing as well, guys, to wear the black kit today due to the fact that the light blue kit looks a lot like the white kit, and also they have a light blue kit as well. So we're both wearing our away kits for this one, even though we're playing at the Etihad and even though we are the home advantage team. That is the lineup we've got on your screen. I will show you theirs once we're in-game. But regardless, guys, let's go for the first one of the episode. Alright, guys, we are ready to go for this one, but I do want to show you the Swansea City team, as I did in fact mention. That is how our team lines up, and there is the Swansea team. So Leroy First still in there. They've got Montero at left mid, Jack Cork, Nathan Dyer, Alfie Mawson, Jordi Amat, and Nordfeld between the goal sticks, or between the goal anyways. But yeah, I've probably got a couple of names wrong. I apologise. A few other guys in there I don't recognise, but let's go regardless. It's not going to be an easy feat, but we'll still get the job done, hopefully. Swansea with an early free kick here, 3 minutes in. There's a couple of men stood over it. The ball looks like it will be dinked into the area. Swansea bring it down with Jack Cork here at the moment on the edge. It is given away to Delph, though, or Fernando rather, and he will give it up to me. And I'm in a one-on-one situation right now. I've got no support, and I've gone past the defender far too easily there. He's allowed me inside, and he's given me a little bit too much room and space. Surely 1-0, and it is 1-0 as well. I didn't have any support, and the defender must have thought that his right back was actually closer to him, because if he was, that space wouldn't have opened up there when I turned. And all of a sudden, on the break, I am not the slowest of players. I've got a little bit of speed behind me. I'm not that quick. But still, you can't allow me that sort of time and space because I'll exploit it. It's exactly what happened here. Through one-on-one, and I think it's actually Jordi Amat. So that just speaks, numbers in itself. He's not the quickest centre-back in the world. So I can understand how we've actually bursted him away from place there. So, a very decent strike. And also, you can see we also lead very early on. It came at the hands, though, of a Swansea City attack from the free kick. So, potentially, it came by their mistake. If they didn't lose the ball where they did, and Fernando doesn't play it up to me as quickly as he does, and then I don't get past the defender, it doesn't happen like that. So, all came from them losing the ball in a really, really, I guess, good area for them, because on the edge of our area, it's always a good area to have the ball. And normally when you lose it there, rather than it being in your own sort of half, you get away with it, but not that time. It's actually been a very good start to the game for us as well. We've controlled the play throughout here as Pjanic on the ball. Now striking one goalwards, good block in the end from the defender. And I will pick this ball back up as well and give it off to Fernando. Fernando holding up the play just enough. Has he got a strike on? Yes, he does. Oh, my word. What a strike. Great play from the holding midfielder, Fernando, there. And that is just quality. 2-0 up and cruising inside the first 15 minutes of this one. Manchester City 2, Swansea City 0. Absolute insanity right now. And I tell you what, Swansea haven't been in the game at all. 2 strikes, 2 goals. Very good start to this one here. Let's hope we can build on this and have a fantastic performance next time out in the Champions League game at PSG. Because this is a good way to start. But ultimately, I don't care about this game. I'm not bothered because we have numerous chances to win the Premier League. We may not have numerous chances to win the Champions League, so we need to at least get out of the group. So the next game in this one is most important. Although it would be nice to win this one, I'm more focused on the next one. Sane. To Delph. Delph into Sterling. Great ball from Fabian Delph. And Sterling's got the pace certainly to get on the end of that. Sterling in the middle. I'm there. It's 3-0. Raheem Sterling with the assist. And we are absolutely battering the Welsh club here at home. Sterling a lot of pace down the left-hand side. Gets inside of his man. And that's a simple task as he cuts it back into a very, very nice area for me to get on the end of it. I've got my second here. We're 3-0 up. And it looks as if this game's going to be pretty much done and dusted at this stage. We're only into the first half. I may even ask for a substitute at the start of the or into sort of the 60th minute to make sure my fitness is on point for the next game. Actually, I may do it on the 45th minute just to make sure that we are, as I say, fully fitness for the next game. So yeah, we'll see what I do in that sense. But right now, guys, looks as if the game's pretty much done. Sterling with it again. I'm through the middle. Chance for a hat-trick potentially here. Got to take it on. And I've taken it on. And it is 4-0. The hat-trick is in for us. I'm definitely going to ask for the substitution at half-time. I do want to show you as well because I forgot to show you the sliders. But the sliders as well are involved. There you go. All at 50 for the computer. And also all at 50 for ourselves. But that's incredible. What a strike that was on the edge of the area. First half hat-trick inside 31 minutes. That's certainly game done at this point. Swansea, you had a good run out, but let's face it. When you're 4-0 down inside the first 30 minutes, you can't really get yourself back on other terms. I tell you what, I'm saying this now. Imagine if they score 4 second-half goals and draw it 4-all. That would be pretty damn crazy. But you can see, hat-trick coming our way. We're taking the match ball and a good goal to top it off as well. Got the ball quite advanced here and I've been brought down. It will be a free kick, and surely that's going to be a yellow card for Jack Cork. It is, unfortunately, for the Swansea City man. 41 minutes on the clock. As I said, I'm probably going to ask for a half-time substitution so that Iheanacho can also get a game, and we can then have full fitness for the PSG game. But I will watch the game out, and I'll be commentating alongside it, and we'll make sure we know exactly what goes on if there's any more goals coming in. But we have got a free kick in a decent area here, so I'm going to try and whip this in and make something of this. I've sort of put it on the penalty spot, asking questions. Has it gone to anyone? Nope, straight at the Swansea City man. Poor cross in the end from me. Sterling, make that run, Raheem. He made the run as well. Ball comes through the middle. Raheem Sterling got a lot of pace. And that potentially could have been given as a free kick, that ref. He was blocked off there, Raheem Sterling, as he did look to get on the end of my through ball. But he didn't come to anything in the end. I am going to ask for the substitution here at the half-time whistle. So as I say, we can have full fitness for that one. But I will watch the game out, and we'll see what happens in the second half as Iheanacho comes off to make his start in this one. Hat-trick for us in the first half. I'm sure everybody will be happy about that one. Now let's just wrap up the 3 points and try and get that clean sheet as well. 90th minute now, guys. 2 minutes additional time from the referee, but surely that is about to be wrapped up. 4-0 victory here, guys. A hat-trick for ourselves as well. Etihad is bouncing. We also get to take away the match balls. Pep Guardiola shakes the hand of the Swansea City manager. You can see as well, guys, what it means to the rest of the boys. They're very, very happy with that one. And so they should be. A 4-0 victory here is nothing to shake your head at. It's a very difficult team in Swansea. And there is us, of course, with the substitute vest on, as we are going to, or the bib, as it's also called in England. You can see we had 4 shots, 3 goals. 3 goals from 4 shots as we collect the match ball there. Very happy to do so. The fans will have been loving that. I am loving it as well. So that's only the beginning, guys. We've got a very important game to come in this next game here. So potentially, this could have all been for nothing. This 4-0 victory, this good start to the episode, the momentum building, could have been all for nothing. We'll have to wait and see what happens in this upcoming game against PSG. I'm excited because at the end of the day, if we win it, we're putting ourselves in a good stand to try and get ourselves out of the group. If we lose it, that's possibly it, guys. It may be that we unfortunately will not get ourselves out of the group stage. It's not an easy group, so, I wasn't expecting for 100% to get out of the group. The group itself isn't an easy group to be in. Red Bull Salzburg, and then you've got the likes of, Valencia and PSG, 2 very difficult teams in all honesty. So to get out of this group is not going to be easy. So if we do go out, then it is what it is. But to try and get ourselves out, I'm still going to try it. Whether or not we will, we'll have to wait and see. This game against PSG, very, very big. We also got an award there as well, so I'm going to check out that. I think it was just a player of the, or maybe was it a team of the week, possibly? I don't know. It doesn't actually show me, but we did get a player award for it. So it is what it is. But guys, most important game coming up now. PSG at the Etihad. Let's go. And here we go, guys. That is the team on the screen that we will, in fact, be playing for this one. We are on full fitness, so that substitution at half-time did in fact work wonders for us. Fernando, unfortunately, isn't on though, so Sterling and Sane on either side of us as well, not quite full fitness, but we've got a very, very good midfield in Gundogan, Jorginho, and Fernando as well, so we'll wait and see what happens. But as I say, very excited for this one. Potentially, with this game, could be the most important game we're going to have in the group stage. Yes, the Red Bull Salzburg game still to come is very important as well, but we still, or is it, wait, is it Salzburg or is it Leipzig? I don't actually know between the two. I don't know which one we've got in the group. I think it's Salzburg. I'm pretty sure it's Salzburg. At least I think it is. So I think that's still to come in the next one. If it's not Salzburg, it's definitely Leipzig. I know it's got Red Bull in the name. So regardless, guys, forget about that, because it all potentially could be wrong here if we don't get the result we're looking for against PSG. Etihad is a stadium. We're at home. Pep Guardiola's got faith in the boys. I've got faith in the boys after that 4-0 thrashing of Swansea City in the first game of today's episode, and it was at home as well. This one is going to be interesting. And it is Salzburg as well, the team in our group. So I was correct, and we still have to play them in the last game of the group stage. But as I said, that potentially could mean nothing depending on results here. So we're going to go regardless, guys. I'll show you the PSG team, and you guys can make your decisions on the team they've got out for themselves. And then, of course, you'll be able to, of course, know what our team is. You already saw it before in this game. But that's it in case you didn't. That is our team. That is a PSG team. Carrasco, Cavani, Lucas, Matuidi, Krykowiak, and Fred in the midfield with Kazawa, Manolas, Thiago Silva, and Aurier at right back, and Kevin Trapp between the sticks. That is an unreal squad that PSG have at their disposal. This game's going to be far from easy, guys. But regardless, I know we can do it. Come on, boys. Don't let me down. Sterling, little 1-2 with me, and I've given it back to the young Englishman. And he's been brought down in the area. Referee, penalty kick. Etihad Stadium. A red card for Serge Aurier as well. That is huge for us here. PSG go down to 10. And it's most likely going to be us taking the spot kick. You all know how my penalties are in general on FIFA. We have a chance. We've got a big, big chance on our qualification out of these groups to take the lead here, as Cavani is the one sacrifice. So a striker off for PSG. They still have Lucas and I do believe Carrasco on both wings. Maybe they'll come back into the centre-ish and play up front. But guys, huge chance here. I'm going to go to the top left. Is this one going to end up at the back of the net? No, I've skied it. Are you kidding me? No, I sent the keeper the wrong way as well. Oh, that's agonising. I can't believe I've missed. Should have been City 1, PSG 0. I did the hard part. I sent him the wrong way, and then I skied it. That is agonising. I mean, PSG are down to 10, so the likelihood is, unless they catch us on the break, they're probably not going to get themselves a goal. But I can't believe it, guys. I missed a very good opportunity to give them the lead. And that's just sod law, because at the end of the day, hat-trick last time out, if you were a betting man, you put us on to score them. I mean, maybe not with my penalties, but still, you know, from that close, you'd probably bet your $1 that we were going to score that. Good football at the moment between us and the rest of our team. As Gundogan, give that ball. What are you doing, Gundogan? Sterling, now into me. Got the ball into the area, trying to turn inside here. And I've got past a couple of players and still, I'm into the area now, striking it goalwards. It's 1-0. I don't quite know how we've managed to find the back of the net with that. But you know what? I'll take it. 26 minutes in, City 1, PSG 0. One thing to add as well, guys, 10 men of PSG 0, because, of course, that's going to play a big factor in this. Oh, that's agonising. Kazawa so close to blocking it. Look at that. It went just over his foot. Did it actually take a deflection on the way through? It might have done, you know. But still, I'm claiming it. It was on target, I think, so I think I will get credited with this. And, of course, trust us to miss a penalty and then score the first goal of the game here. Really weird goal, but I'll take it regardless. 1-0 up, 27 minutes in. Come on. Gundogan. Good football at the moment. Flicks it round the corner as well. Into Jorginho. Gundogan. Jorginho. Lovely football. And I've got to pass the man there. Great touch. And it's 2-0. We lead in this game by 2-0. 10 men PSG right now are struggling to keep hold of the ball. They're getting it in their own half. And they can't make it out unless they play a long punt up forward. Because every time they get it, it looks as if Pep Guardiola set them to play quite high pressure. Because every time they're on the ball, we're closing them down quite quickly. And in all honesty, guys, when you're down to 10 men, you can't really dilly-dally with the ball at the back. And that's at the moment what PSG are doing. So they've been caught again. My weaker right foot is is what we score with for the second time, which is something that I'm not used to doing. Keeper again was quite close to it, potentially should have saved it, but 2-0 up. And I said this game was vital to us. If you remember the first game in the group stage, we smashed PSG in that one. We're doing similar type of fashion here. Giving it off to the young man as well. Oh, brilliant ball back through. I'm in on goal. Chance for a hat-trick, and I've basically messed it up. Why did I take that on so soon? That was a great ball from Fernando. Credit him there. And for some reason, I decided to take it on so early when I could have just continued my run and I would have had a better shot on. I don't know what I was thinking. Seriously, guys, that was poor by me. And that time it was my decision making. Fernando, you need to stop this. He got one against Swansea in an unreal fashion. And then he's just done that against PSG. He sent me through for a hat-trick. I missed the target or hit it straight at the keeper pretty much. And he says, you know what? Screw sending you through. I'm going to try it myself. One from the edge of the area. This one, in many ways, is slightly better than this one. Oh, he takes a deflection. That's agonising for PSG. Their luck has been completely run out in this one. We're 3-0 up. Pep Guardiola's loving it. I feel kind of harsh on PSG, though, I can't lie, because that deflection probably what took it in the back of the net. But still, Fernando, second goal of the episode for him. He's got as many games as he has goals at the moment, so that's not too bad either. Gundogan with the over-the-top ball. I brought it down on my chest as well. I'm waiting for the run of Sterling. Haven't quite got it from him there yet, but I do give it back and managed to just about keep hold of it as well because defender was coming in and looks as if he's going to close me down. There's Fernando on the ball now. Gave it off to the left back and Gael Clichy. Sterling into me in the middle. Giving it off to Gundogan. Back to him there with a nice 1-2. He's got, I think, Jorginho for support. Oh, that's brilliant from Gundogan. Oh, that is absolutely brilliant from Gundogan. Chance for the middle. Chance for a hat-trick. Great stop by Kevin Trapp. What a ball that was, though, by Ilkay Gundogan. That was phenomenal, and that's the sort of confidence we're playing with right now. This is what happens when you're against 10 men. You can do stuff like that and actually get away with it, because that was quality from the German. Really to pick up the pieces at the back. Now, with 7 minutes left to play, it looks pretty much set that we will be getting the victory here against PSG for the second time in the group stage, which isn't too bad at all. You know, you can talk about everything, say how poor we were against Valencia, but at the end of the day, we've got the job done twice against PSG as Ntep comes forward here. I'm at the back post wanting this to be played, but he chooses to try and cut it inside for some reason. Dodgy decision making again, but we do come away with a throw-in at least. Ntep with it. Don't tell me he hits this for a cross now. Yes, he does. And there is Salah, and there it's 4. I don't know what's happening. Seriously, I know PSG are down to 10 men, but if Mohamed Salah is winning headers against you, that says something quite bad about your defence. You know, he's not the tallest player, and the fact that he's won a header back post, I mean, he's pretty much uncontested, so you can give it that. But still, how is Salah scoring a header at the back post? Come on, Kurzawa, man, that's poor defending. But you can see 4-0 up here now, and it looks as if that is going to be all she wrote for the game. I mean, it is going to be all she wrote at 2-0, really, but when they went down to 10 men, they basically dug their own grave. And they're digging it even more here as Thiago Silva gives the ball off to me here. Stop and turn around him. Chance for a hat-trick. Low-driven shot. It's 5. We've got the hat-trick here. And there, I said, they were digging themselves into a grave. And they've dug themselves an even bigger one there with Thiago Silva giving the ball away from me here. I don't quite know what he's thinking. Little stop and turn around in there as well as I got through. And this time I was making no mistake with the finish that I have done a couple of times in this game already. But there it is. The hat-trick again. Consecutive hat-tricks for us as well. Very much like Harry Kane was, I think. Did he get consecutive hat-tricks in real life? I know he's got a couple of hat-tricks in very short game time for sure. But we've got ourselves a consecutive one. 3 games against Swansea and 3 goals against Swansea, sorry, and 3 goals here against PSG. Very, very good episode for us. But I feel quite bad because if PSG didn't go down to 10 men, maybe this game would have been more interesting. There it is, guys, as well. We picked up the 5-0 victory. Crazy to think, of course. They lost, I do believe, PSG lost 6-1, didn't they, to Barcelona in real life at the new camp. So we know it's not unheard of for them to get smashed against a big team. But this one was very surprising, you know. Until they went down to 10 men, they probably wouldn't have lost this one by 5-0 if they didn't go down to 10. But there is the match ball for the second time in a row for us as we look to complete a very good episode. I'm actually not going to play that game against Spurs, guys. I want to save it for the next one. And I think from the 2 today, if I play another one, we're going to end up with like a really long episode. And although that would be quite cool to have, I'm not quite sure my voice can handle sitting here for another 20 minutes and commentating over it. As you can tell, I've got a pretty much, well, I'm a bit sort of croaky right now and just trying to get through this as fast as possible. But you can see another man of the match for us as well. as we end the episode off on a very, very good high. I am going to show you the league table. So there we are currently sat. Exactly the same games, exactly the same goals. Or rather not, sorry, exactly the same wins and draws, sorry, as Arsenal. But we've got 23 goals scored and 4 conceded, so we are currently ahead by 4 on the goal difference. Very, very interesting there. Chelsea sat 1 point behind us as well. Not too bad for them. Looks as if this season is going to be quite interesting in terms of who tries to get themselves the Premier League title. Don't know who it's going to be. If I had to say right now, I want to say us, but it's probably going to be Chelsea, if I'm being completely honest with you. Like, yeah, they're just such a good team that you can't write them off no matter where they currently are. So they are sat third. They're a point behind us, and they're potentially going to possibly win this title. If not, I would like us to win it, of course, being the City player. Actually, I'll show you some of the other groups as well in the Champions League before we go. So you can see in Group A, Atletico Madrid have failed to qualify out of Group A, which in many ways, that's very, very weird, because some of the groups in this game are quite simple, and that one there, I'd have said they get out of, but they didn't. They ended up going out, so Atletico Madrid won't be in the Champions League next phase. Group B, Inter Milan and Real Madrid, it's to be expected in that one. They both go through, but who will win the group, you have to wait and see in the next episode. Group C, Barcelona and Arsenal, Schalke, all the teams that are fighting for that one at the moment. Every one of those that can still be caught, though. So after 5 games and 1 game to play, it's still open to see who goes out of that group. In Group D then, Bayern Munich already secured their place in the next round, but Juventus and AS Monaco to fight it out on the final day. I don't know if they're playing each other, but they will look to get themselves out of that group as well. Group E, Chelsea and Leverkusen both qualifying out of that one. And again, you'll have to wait and see who gets the top spot in there. Group F, United and Cologne both qualifying out of that one. The same situation there. Whether or not who will get out as top, we'll have to wait and see. In Group G, of course, it's us. And right now, you can see that I can't understand that. I don't get it. Because we've beaten PSG twice. So, in that case, on head-to-head record, PSG should be below us. I don't understand how this works. Because I know Valencia have beaten us twice. But we've also beaten PSG twice. So how are PSG still top in the group? They're on the same points as us and less goal difference. Yeah, I don't know how this one works here. Maybe you guys will let me know in the comments below, because I thought it was head-to-head record comes into play if you're on the same points nowadays and it didn't go on goal difference, which is what I thought. In which case, Valencia, yes, they've beaten us, but we've also beaten PSG twice. So, unless PSG have beaten Valencia... But even so, like, how does that actually... I don't know, but you have to see who gets out of this group. If we go out through that, I will be absolutely livid. Because we have no control. So we have to hope they either draw or one of them wins. Actually, wait. No, we will be going through this group if we beat Salzburg. We have to win in the next episode against Salzburg. It comes down to that game. If we win there, no matter the outcome of the PSG and Valencia game, we'll be through. Because if they draw it, they'll both get a point, meaning that if we win, we'll be above them both. But if one of them win, of course, the other one gets knocked out. So we have to beat Salzburg in that one. Anything less will be poor. So there you go, guys. It all comes down to that game next episode or in the next upcoming episodes. In terms of Group H, Roma and Lyon both... Well, actually, Lyon can still be caught by Besiktas there. So Roma, the only team right now still out of that group for certain in terms of that one, guys. And there is the final group stage. So if you enjoyed this episode, I'd appreciate a like rating. As always, guys, thank you all for your continued support on the channel. I appreciate everything you guys do for me. 15 league goals at the moment at the top of the table after only how many games? 12. So 15 league goals after 12 games is extremely good. Very, very nice to see that. As always, thank you all for your continued support, and I will catch you all with another video very soon. Stay tuned. Adios.